Is that thing rolling?
Straight. Slouching last time.
All right, hey guys, welcome to today's episode of BV Talk Show. And today's topic that we're covering is the toughest
You
pitch.
said today twice.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm still
What does that
learning
mean?
here. Okay? I'm only a couple
Is that
episodes
really in the present?
It's like really in this moment right
Today's
now.
topic.
Today's topic. Thanks, Taylor. I was looking for the other T word.
Taylor was tough to throw in after it today.
There's a lot of T's going around in here.
Today's topic.
As you can tell, we like to have some fun around here. And the topic we're talking about today is the toughest pitch to hit.
Not so funny.
Not so funny. Hitting is, especially as a hitter, when you have some tough pitches, tough to hit. Anybody want to kick this one off here?
Ferg told me to keep it short.
Okay.
Good right-handed slider. Good left-handed changeup.
Awesome. Taylor?
Verge's curveball and BP. So I've gotten better at it, but took some practice. It's pretty good. Slow. Besides that, no, in all honesty, I think for me, if I think about myself hitting, I always thought, I think a changeup is one of the best pitches in baseball. Well-placed changeup and some changeup that has some bite, I think, throws timing off for a lot of guys. So.
Yeah, and I think a lot like most of the topics we cover in baseball and sports, it really varies on the different levels, right? In Little League, you're not seeing a lot of changeups and curveballs and this, that, unless, you know, that kid is that absolute stud, but a well-placed fastball when a kid is absolutely not ready for it, and we talked about before. But then I think just the later those pitches are, I don't care if it's a slider, changeup, whatever it is. If you've got a curveball that breaks big and early, most good hitters can adjust to that. If you've got things that are breaking late that are just gone like that, that's the toughest adjustments to make for sure. I think, right? I mean,
yeah.
If the guy has a nasty slider, it's not breaking real early.
Yeah. Well, I know for me too. If I when I look back when I was younger, I always had a problem. I would chase a fastball high, and part of the reason was, like you said, my timing was off, or I might have been a little late where I felt like I could get on top of that, and I had to make an adjustment as a player. But when I was younger, Little League age, I remember that was one of the toughest pitches for me to hit.
I think Frank has something else to say. Is he
it.
allowed to say anything else first? Can he go? Yeah? Are we good?
One of our podcasts, or whatever the things we do, should one day be about all the phrases. Like, do people of all levels understand what you just said about staying on top of the fastball? We should talk about that.
Yeah.
So for me personally, you're not writing that down. For me personally, as a player, I mean, like Ant said, you don't see a lot of breaking balls, except Matt Cardone. Was it Matt Cardone on Exchange? I was the flamethrower. He was the good curveball. We met in the championship. He had a nasty curveball. But, you didn't see a lot of curveballs. Yeah. And most young players, even good hitters, there's a tendency to pull off of things. Yeah. So then you start to see, like that's a term we can talk about, you start to see more and more curveballs. You got to learn how to hit it. It took me a while to learn how to stay inside that curveball and hit it where it was pitched. Not a lot of great change-ups until I got to a little bit of a higher level, but you're right, change-up and that lefty change-up. Yeah. Like that Mark Langston changeup that I talked about, that left-handed changeup was always tough. It's going away, down the way, and then when a guy throws a really good slider, when I learned how to hit the curveball, now all of a sudden I get to the next level and these guys are throwing this hard slider. You think it's a fastball for such a long time, and then it's gone and out of the strike zone. Even a good curveball, you just see that different rotation, you see that different release out of the hand. You can pick it up and make a little adjustment if you're a pretty good hitter to a certain level, but that slider, it looks like it's coming out of the hand the same way and tough. And I never really saw any of the really good cutters. It wasn't a popular pitch at the time, but when you mentioned the high fastball, that's also, especially today with everybody throwing the speeds that they throw pitches.
You're not catching up to that.
Yeah, it's really hard to catch up to it, but the problem with that pitch and why a lot of pitchers don't throw it is because if you miss and you get it down a little bit, it's in the zone. In the zone, good hitters are going to really crush that pitch.
Now, I read something a little while back that actually that has started to flip a little bit, because back in the day it was, you never want to miss high, right? You always want to work low, and then we started to realize what the swing path actually is, and we're getting on plane, and dudes are jacking those low pitches. So now with that severe, swing path, and people are trying to create launch angle, that high fastball has become relevant again, because dudes are swinging underneath it.
And does it rise?
Does it rise? We don't think it does.
We think not.
We think not, yeah,
We're smart
because of
people.
gravity. So yeah, there you have it. Sounds like the toughest pitch to hit is going to be those change-ups, and
keep in mind, hitting's hard.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, yeah, our topic today is one pitch, the toughest pitch, but the toughest part about hitting has to be, okay, yeah, it's a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. If you saw 25 of those, you got a good chance of putting a swing on and making a play. But, okay, here's 95, here's an 86 going that way, here's, 79 going that way.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
As I've gotten older, the toughest pitch is the one coming right now.
Those can be tough. For me too sometimes.
So you heard it here first. There's a lot more good stuff coming out on all of our social media channels. Thank you very much to Verge for pushing this stuff for us. And here we go. That is today's episode of the Bobby V Talk Show.
And one more thing. If you listen to that in its entirety, you should have, because it wasn't that long. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.